stack the money, make it multiply. Yellow, white, gold,
Bust this ass. Yeah. Started.
What's up, everybody? We back. Facts over feelings. I'm Bobby Champion.
I'm Chris Staples.
Hey, man.
Yeah, Bobby already smiling. Y'all already know what it is. We're not even gonna play these games today. I'm on your head today. I have to rewind some of these episodes.
Hey, I have to. Hey, if we rewind episodes, I got some stuff I was wrong on, but at least both of my teams that I picked to go to the finals, they still in it, which is the Clippers. They barely still in it, but they in it. And then, the 76ers, they got their win today. So let's get right into it. We both from the East, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and start over in the Midwest, over on the East side of things. So let's go ahead and talk about the 76ers and Hawks series. Right now it's tied 1-1. Okay. Who do you have coming out this series, and who's the X factor?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I gotta go with the 76ers, but it ain't gonna be no walk in the park. As you see, these games is like I'm watching the game. I'm like, the Hawks ain't going away. They ain't they sleepers out here. Like, all right, you gotta put them away because they can score quick and they got a solid team. Like, they got a lot of guys that can score. As you see in the day, Trae Young didn't go off. But then they had some bench players and some role players that, I'm like, look at that guy had 23 points. I'm like, well, what's going on? Who's this dude? And they stayed in the game the whole time. So, but I say I'm going to go with 76ers, but I'm going to go with 76ers in 7.
In 7?
I think the series. Look, the Hawks already stole one game. And if that run don't happen, something that was just good coaching and a good call at one time, that was good coaching. That was just a great call. Like, I'm putting you in right now, and he took over at that time, and he put them a big momentum swing. Like, it was a whole bunch of times where Sixers went up 8-10 points, but then 2 minutes later, you're like, dang, the game tied again. But when they put in Milton at that time, the Hawks wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for that moment. And then they really couldn't recover from that. And after that, that's all she wrote. But that's what the 76ers are supposed to do at home. Who's to say they about to go down to Atlanta and do that same thing? So I think it's gonna be a good series. I don't think 76ers is gonna go right to Atlanta and take 2. I don't think that's gonna happen at all. So it's gonna be a back and forth series.
Man, I'm going with the 76ers. I know you picked them, but I definitely don't think it's going to be in 7. I think it's going to be in 6. I see them going back to Atlanta. They go up 3-1 and then come back to Philly and finish it out. I think they did. I said 6. That's
they're taking both games in Atlanta.
I think they take
both.
They take them. And the reason why
we might have to make a bet on that one.
The reason why is I think Ben Simmons, right? Because if I was to tell you coming into the game that Joel Embiid would shoot 40% from the three-point line and Trae Young would shoot 14% from the three-point line, who you going to pick to win?
Yeah, obviously I'm going to pick
the 76ers, right? So I just think Clint Capella is going to, I don't know how many bodies they necessarily have to throw at Joel, and he's the star. And then after that, you even got Dwight coming in who just comes in and just mucks.
I felt like that was just a momentum swing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing about like having that home crowd, man. Like, you can just, man, it was loud in there. Like, it didn't matter. You couldn't hear the whistle. It didn't matter what you did at one point, just because that momentum started to go. That's gonna be the same thing in Atlanta. Like, the Atlanta gonna have that same type of crowd. And do you really see Trae Young having another night like tonight? Like, it was an okay game, but Trae Young wasn't even really getting up the shots like that. And I think by him having that,
because he got a guy 6'11" checking him.
Right, but guess what? What happened was those other guys show respect for those other guys because they showed they can score too and stay in the game with Trae Young not playing like that. So if they're gonna keep doing that, all right, keep leaving these other guys open. Atlanta stayed in that game until that momentum finally swung over. But
Yeah, but
I'm
I
gonna
don't
make a
see
bet with you.
Gallinari coming
I'm
off
gonna
the
make a
bench.
bet with you that Philly don't take both these games.
You said, oh, you want to bet that they don't take?
Make the bet.
I do one better. All right, because I think it'll be more fair if we do this bet. I will bet that they beat them in at least 6. You said it's going 7, or I'll even take 5 if you want to take 6.
So they're just not gonna win no more games because they already won one. So they about to go. They about to go 3 straight games.
We call it the gentleman's sweep, right?
You crazy. Yeah, I bet you that's definitely not happening. I know you want 76ers to stay around, but you know
as long as Joel is
one other
healthy,
team
bro,
in
it's
the
a
East.
problem because he's gonna be giving them 40. Trae Young can't go down there and check him. The fact of the matter is, the playoffs is all about matchups. That's what the playoffs is all about. And when you talk about matchups, you got to look at who cancel who out, right? You got Trae Young, who is the superstar. He's the best player for the Hawks. Can someone cancel him out? Yeah, they can cancel him out, which would be Ben Simmons. Then you got Tobias Harris, who's a great supporting cast. And then you got, I just feel like, man, it's just going to be tough for them to win more games. I think they won the first game because Joel Embiid was just coming back off of an injury. And he was just trying to get acclimated, so that's.
He definitely is an unguardable force against them. Can't score all the points. That 40 piece was nice. Don't get me twisted, but I just felt, come on. It's 2 pretty good teams, man. And like I said, the Hawks, they're some dogs, man. I definitely got to give them a lot of respect, man, because I didn't think they was going to walk through New York like that. And definitely didn't think they was going to take game number 1 with Philly.
Yeah, so, no, I didn't either. I didn't.
Yeah.
They were looking like, for a minute, I was like, what are they really about to make some real noise?
At first, I guess Philly had to fill them out and kind of do some, it's a chess match. So that's why it's all about adjustments. Like they was up 91-66 against Philly at one point. And then Philly, they started to figure out what worked and who to go with and obviously make the adjustment of putting Ben Simmons on to Trae Young. But and that definitely changed everything up. But yeah, I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm going 7, and you can't change my mind about that.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go 6 or less, and you go 7 for sure.
For sure.
Right. Let me look at this match. I think. So that's the 76ers and the Hawks series. So now let's jump into the Clippers. All right, we got the Clippers, and they just lost their first game to the Jazz. I know you're a huge Donovan Mitchell fan. He's got some high expectations this year. Shaq was talking some mess to him. He done turned it up since then.
Yep.
He made them went over there and joined the organization, and they looking good, man. They looking real good. So of course I need for you to make your pick for this series. Who you got taking this out?
This is probably going to be the most exciting series because we'll talk about that later, but it's going to be the most exciting series. I thought everyone thinking Dallas Mavericks, and the Clippers were probably the most exciting series. I think this is the one because like I told you, I was like, hey, the Jazz, they're a well-oiled machine. They got some players that's been on that team. They got nice vets, great role players, and they've been together for a while. So, I look at this Clippers team and I look at them. I'm like, all right, well, Kawhi can take over. He can do his thing, and when we watch the Clippers versus the Mavericks, although good, we can tell some of their weaknesses. We don't know what Luka gonna do from the free throw line. You know what I'm saying? We knew when Kawhi, you know what I'm saying? We knew when Kawhi got on Luka, it was after game 4. We knew when he got on Luka wasn't even scoring. He was passing the ball up. Donovan Mitchell, not that dude. He a dog. So when Kawhi go over there, bro, Donovan Mitchell, pick your poison. You want me to snatch it back? You want me to go to the hole? So I just look at this series this could go another 7, and the Clippers gonna be tired because they just came off a Game 7 series. Not to mention that Mike Conley didn't even play today. And you know he a good player as well. He a good role player. He shoot that rock, he can play good defense, and they won. So like I said, the Clippers, I know they're gonna do better. Granted, they just came off of game 7. So you're gonna kind of be a little bit either just trying to adjust to the next team because you just played one team 7 times. So I think this series gonna go the distance as well.
Who you picking, bro? Not beating around the bush.
I had to just say my piece. But yeah, I gotta go with Utah, man. You know, I gotta go with Utah. I got to go. Yeah. I'm going with Utah.
This is what I'm gonna say. Right? What I like about Utah is they had the opportunity to play without Donovan and really establish where they were still good without Donovan. All of the players stepped up. Clarkson had a chance to step into his own. Ingles had already been doing that since last year. So I like that about their team. Now they had Donovan. It's just like an add-on. Now, I just feel like from an experience standpoint, when you start talking about Kawhi, you start talking about Ty Lue, I think that they're going to have some issues. Now, what I am concerned also with for the Clippers is, right, Rudy Gobert is, you get to see the difference because the Clippers they don't have a defensive presence in there. So once Donovan Mitchell blows by anybody, it's no help. Whereas whenever somebody gets beat, you already know I got Rudy Gobert behind. You know, it's like you just thought, it's like having Mamadou behind you. Like, you know, right. I can gamble a little bit more. I can play a little bit different. And they don't have that behind them. And today, when they were picking on Luke Kennard, he wasn't even shooting jumpers. He was just like, be me.
Yep.
And I was just like, is anybody going to try to jump, block, any of that?
And Mitchell, and hopefully I said Mike Conley comes back because they say he might not be good for game 2. But they find that pick and roll. They find the mouse in the house.
Yeah, I was surprised Ty Lue didn't pull Luke Kennard out. I was just like, I get he was playing good, but when you at least during the last 5 minutes, they left him in for good 7-8 minutes straight. I'm like,
why? Well, I'm gonna tell you why, because playoff P wasn't playing like playoff P. So they're like, look, we need somebody to make some shots. Because at one point I saw in the game, Paul George was like 1 for 9. So we got to keep Kennard in the game to keep everybody honest. When Kawhi driving, hey, he needs somebody to kick it out to, because playoff P was just jacking up shots.
Hey, man. It's hard for me to try to defend that, man. I think Kawhi is going to be the one that really stands out. And if they win, he's going to have to average 35, plus. For right now, he's only averaging 24 for the series. That's not going to get it done.
I don't cut it. It's not like Porzingis is in there, because you watch Porzingis, like he plays so like outside the paint. I don't understand that. Like I said, that was the issues that Dallas was dealing with. Like, okay, Porzingis, you're gonna be aggressive today, or you're gonna shoot threes,
right?
And yeah, when they had Boban in there, Boban is slow, but you have Rudy Gobert. They're not going away from that. They ain't going away from that. Rudy Gobert is a defensive presence for real. So when Kawhi gets to the lane, he got a decision to make too, because Rudy Gobert putting his hands up and he's staying down on defense. So he's not going out there just fouling out. He didn't even play well offensively today, but he did do. Like I said, he was a presence today. So
yeah, Kawhi paces himself really well.
Yeah, he's so good, man. Like, it's crazy. He knows how to score.
Yeah,
he's like a robot.
Yeah, he's real cerebral, like low key, and you don't know it because it's not like how LeBron does it, where it's like, he's not talking about it, but you can tell as each game goes, he's like, all right, I'm gonna turn it up one more notch. I'm gonna turn it up one more notch. All right, now it's time to get you on the 40 ball. Like, so. Yeah, I got the Clippers in that one, man. That's
you got to pick them, because that's what you picked at first.
I know. I'm gonna be.
I ain't let you go in the way. I'm
gonna be looking like a Clippers fan by the end of this, and I'm definitely not. But I try to be unbiased, man. I'm a coach and trainer and all that. I gotta use my basketball knowledge and not just pick the Lakers because LeBron my favorite player, which I didn't do. So
you did.
It was really hard. It was really hard not to do that. So now, speaking of that. The Suns eliminated the Lakers, okay, which I didn't think they were losing the first round, but sheesh, Lakers, come on. But with that said, I got to get the Suns. They prop Devin Booker. Devin Booker looked amazing. Chris Paul showed that, without him, the engine doesn't go, man. So now they're going up against, who do they have? Denver, right? Okay. So in this first game, game, right? You had the Suns pull it out. They went on a crazy run. Chris Paul started to look like Chris Paul again, like there's nothing wrong with his shoulder. So, I mean, I think, shout out to Jokic too. He won the MVP. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Jokic.
Well deserved. He should have got it.
I'm going to pick the Suns to come out this series, man. I'm going to pick the Suns. Who you taking?
I gotta agree. At first, I said, nah, Denver, man, they got big bodies, man. But you know what? The Suns are faster than I thought. They're much faster than Denver. And that's what it was. When I was watching the game, I'm like, the transitions, like they getting out and about. Jokic, yeah, he was great, but he ain't moving on a fast break like the Suns. And especially when you get somebody like Cameron Payne in the game, he catch it and going. Devin Booker, they flying out of there. And so they're not giving Denver enough time to even get back on defense like they need to. So, and then Jokic, he got a good defensive presence in the paint too with Aiden. He ain't no pushover. Even though Jokic was getting his Aiden getting the
monster.
He's not letting Jokic go out there and get 25 rebounds and like that. No, he getting rebounds too. He knocking the ball away. And I think that's making a big difference because the second chance points that Denver is not getting. And when Chris Paul get into that pick and roll, that's a bucket. And when he in, like I said, when he in his bag, it's over.
He run through that lane like,
bro. And he know that's like that's like
his spots. He gets his spot.
Yeah, and so I'm like, man, he can do that every play. It's just like when I watch like Embiid go and he posts up, I'm like, dang, he just keep doing the same thing every play. It wouldn't even get old. Keep scoring. So. I gotta agree with you though. I gotta go with the Suns. They looking good. And then at the same time, beating the Lakers and knowing you took out LeBron James and company. Well, it was LeBron James by himself. But even though you take out the Lakers, that's a confidence booster. You feeling good going to that next series. It ain't like you just took out like Memphis or nothing like that. You took out LeBron like, oh, we took down the champs.
Right.
But now we coming in there because now guess who's about to play a lot better? Jay Crowder. Now he feeling. Now he about to play better because he was over there.
Where was that when you was playing with LeBron, bro?
Huh?
Where was that when he was playing with LeBron?
Bro, because that LeBron can take your heart. Because he like, I had to guard LeBron the whole time. You're not confident guarding LeBron.
I'm saying when he was playing with LeBron. Remember when he was playing with him?
Oh yeah, with LeBron. Yeah.
Where was all of this at? But he is streaky, though. I will say that.
He definitely streaky. But like at the same time, he had to guard LeBron last series, and he wasn't confident. He wasn't even playing that good last series at all. But now he's like, okay, he gone. Okay, we ain't got to worry about them. Like who we really got to worry about now? Because LeBron's always the guy you got to think about when you in the playoffs. You're like, all right, when do we run into LeBron? Now, knowing you ain't got to run into him, like we might have a chance.
It's weird even not having a minute. I'm not gonna lie. After he lost, I didn't even watch basketball for a couple of days.
Exactly, and I guarantee you, there's a lot of NBA players that probably not watching basketball right now. So probably into the finals. So knowing when you just took down the King, you like, who we got to go against now? Like we got a chance to go to the finals because now it's all up for grabs at this point because any team can drop the ball. So, but like I agree with you. I'm picking the Suns too. They looking good, man. I can't even lie.
All right, now let's talk about who really looking good. The Nets and the Bucks. Oh my! I picked the 76ers to come out. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm changing that right now. The Nets is not like yeah, right. Like the Nets. Like, did you see it? It was like they was picking on Giannis. Like they went out of the way to. When you checking me, I'm going to show you.
It was like he guarding me, move, and it wasn't just KD. Kyrie, like, let me get a little bit of that too.
Man, what? And it wasn't like they were just doing good. Like, let me do a solid move and get a buck. It was like I'm doing moves to embarrass you. Like I'm crossing you. I'm coming back. Come here again. Oh no, and then come here again. Oh, and, man,
don't think you about to get away with this though. We're gonna have to talk about this. Where your boy Chris Middleton at?
Man.
Where your boy Chris Middleton at? You think I'm gonna forget? I'm waiting on this conversation.
Order for them to stand
Let's have a conversation.
You gotta average more than
talk about this.
I
don't know this guy who used to.
I'm gonna give you the facts. I'm gonna give you the facts on how wrong I was about Chris Middleton. This dude is only averaging 15 points. He's shooting a lower 3-point percentage than Giannis in the series. And that's come on, bro. Come on, bro. You shooting 23% from the
That's
three.
why I said, so like Giannis in here, like, I thought I had help. Thought they weren't gonna just be focusing on me. Y'all gonna go out here and shoot their lights out.
That ain't what
No,
Giannis looking around like, I thought I was defensive player of the year one time.
Well,
and obviously
first game he had a solid first game, but he didn't have no help.
The fact of the matter is, bro,
he had a solid first game. Second game he was terrible. But you talking about the other guys that did absolutely nothing.
Chris, like, no team is going to be scoring 140 points with ease. Like the Nets are scoring 125 on bad nights, so it really don't matter.
This is what I feel. This is what I feel bad about, because it's like we get to this point in the year, right, where I'm always on Giannis. I'm like telling Giannis, like, yo, he be killing, man. Y'all be talking, he don't do nothing in the playoffs. I'm like, but now you look at them like, dang, look who you going against. Like Blake Griffin out here balling. He out here dunking, catching tip dunks, dunking on Giannis, shooting threes. Which Jeff Green not even playing.
The Nets right now.
Not even playing. So it's like we gotta. I feel bad that we got to talk bad about Giannis, but I'm like, you going against a super team. You legit going against a super team right now. So, you know, it's the best. He's doing the best he could do, and I hate to have to be the critic on it because we do that every year. But it's like, man, I mean, look at the Nets. They doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, who can really guard Kevin Durant? And the way Kyrie Irving just been playing this year, who can really guard Kyrie Irving?
Bro, he making people look like moving cones. Like he make it look like it's training. Like
he don't even, like, he do everything with the ball. He don't lose it at all. Stop on the dime. I'm like, dang, he's scoring so many different ways. It's crazy, man. Like, we talking about one of the best, like, on the best ball handlers in the league, and one of the best scorers in the league. Oh, that's Kyrie Irving. Oh, but the best scorer in the league is Kevin Durant.
Who's averaging 30 in the series.
They're on the same team, bro. They're on the same
James Harden is not playing, and he's an MVP, just chilling.
And I would say, a healthy James Harden is probably the third best scorer in the league, or second.
Nah, I think it depends on when you watching the game. It depends.
I know, but I'm saying, like, okay, oh my God. I think James Harden's still taking a back seat. It ain't like James Harden going out there being he facilitating the ball more. He's not going for 60.
Right.
James Harden not going for 60.
Right. He the point guard. Facts.
He the point guard. Right. So he's taking that little bit of okay, all right. It's we now. It ain't just me. It's we now. So
I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm gonna say
the top three scorers in the league. I'm not even giving a number. Top three scorers in the league. The top three scorers in the league are on the same team.
Okay, all right.
They're on the same team.
All right, I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree. That's what I'm saying. So getting 140 for them is like.
And then you got to think people who got a chip on their shoulder. Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. I don't really know what James Harden got. I think James Harden's going to win a ring, but. Yeah, and then James Harden going against Giannis, who they always beefing on MVPs and stuff. Bro, Nets is gonna win the championship. This is not even like, I don't know if this is even the. Granted, if they stay healthy, because they always on some one.
Honestly, the team that matches the best with them would be the Clippers, bro.
Yeah,
it just if Kawhi and PG can actually play defense like how they're known for doing it, then you know, they can, but compete with them. But like you said, man, like watching them is, I have to be honest with myself. It looks like they're gonna skate to the championship. Like they might as well just give it to them now. Like when they win, it's gonna be one of those foregone conclusions. Like I was
watching this game, and I'm like, I watched it. I said, yo, it was like 11 straight shots that they missed. Like KD had like 5 of them. Kyrie had like 3, and then Blake Griffin caught a tip dunk and then dunked it again like 2 plays later. And I was just like, that's 11 straight shots. And it was just like, ooh, ooh. Every time somebody got the rock, it was like, ooh, hezzy hip, ooh, bucket. I was just like, that was like a show. That wasn't even like a basketball game. It was a performance.
No, when they playing, it legit looks like the All-Star game. It reminds me of, I get All-Star game feels watching them. Like I really feel like it. Like I don't know how to explain it, but I legit get the same feeling when I'm watching them. that I get when I watch the All-Star. And I've never had that.
And that's how it sounded too. That's how it sounded too in the arena. So can we really go at Giannis like this?
Yeah, we're gonna still go at Giannis like that, bro. We still gonna go at him like that. Because that's just how it is.
Facts. The Nets is the greatest basketball team in the league.
They're the greatest basketball team ever assembled on paper.
Yeah, by a long shot. So
Paper.
why are we going at Giannis so hard? So relax, chill out.
Hey,
I
you know why we don't go at Giannis? Because he's the same person talking about some. He the same person. I'm never gonna leave the Bucks. Okay, wait till, and this is the type of stuff that will make a superstar league. You know, even Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Even Damian Lillard. What? I'm ready.
That's my next question. I don't know if it's a topic today.
Is he coming to LA?
What we doing with Damian Lillard? What he doing?
I mean, you saw LeBron. He said he won't. He already said it. This is old, but he still said it, man. I mean, I think
I just saw it too right before we had this call.
The way that Dame is,
I appreciate.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the way that Dame is though, I think he's gonna try to stick it out, man. At least another year. I think he's there contractually. I don't see him saying like I want out, and that's what would have to happen for him to be out.
This is my prediction. Now I know Dame and LeBron cool. But I would say if I was Damian Lillard, I would go to the Clippers if they didn't win a championship and have a big three there. I would go to Clippers because you have to look at what happened with the Lakers. AD, yes, you got a ring, but it's still all about LeBron. It's still as good as you are and much numbers you put up, we still gonna talk about LeBron.
I would have to say though, if Dame came, it would be different. I wouldn't see it being like that. I feel like it would be one. I mean, you see Kyrie already was just because he's a guard and he handles the ball so much, and everything he does is going to look like, ooh, I would say if he were to come to LA, LeBron he would most likely, if they went to the finals or something like that or won, he would most likely win the finals, and just because of how he would do it. You know, it will look more current. You know, LeBron is still, I don't want to say he's looking old because before the injury, he was still jumping over the rim.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know why people even doing that, but the LeBron looking old. Like, I'm saying, like 2 games ago, didn't he just catch off the backboard pass on somebody? His head was like literally eye level with the rim. I'm just like, and he running back down court just chilling because he's having fun. I'm like, don't go with the old stuff because they losing. They go with the Lakers losing because AD is hurt. Which we always know.
I mean, that is why. Wait. So what do they do with AD? Do we get rid of him? Because he always hurt. If you a GM, don't be honest. What you doing? If you a GM.
Great question. Goodbye, Anthony Davis. Goodbye, Anthony Davis. Thank you for your time. I'm sure another team will love you, but you got to go. We about to rebuild this whole roster. I'm bringing Schroeder back. I don't know why people like tripping on him, but AD got to go. That was your main problem because he's an X factor on offense. And guess what? When you sit on the bench, you always hurt. You can't depend on him. You depend on the big man, a person who can do multiple positions. He can play. He can shoot threes. He can guard for all 5 positions. Like, that's great. But then when it comes to playoffs, you already know a layup happening. AD gonna be laying down. A hard foul, he laying down. So I'm getting rid of him. Now that's why if I'm Damian Lillard, I'm not so like quick on going to the Lakers unless y'all about to really bring in some more pieces, because it's gonna be just you and LeBron, a 37-year-old LeBron, and you don't know what your center looking like, a center and power forward, whatever he is. That's why I'm trying to go to a established team. So
yeah, but I mean,
I'm leaving. AD got to go though. He got to go.
Okay.
And his value just went down after getting hurt again.
You said what?
And even though people would take him and give him, take that, if they can bring Anthony Davis there, his value is down right now.
Yeah,
very bad.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Detroit might take him though. if I'm LeBron, AD got to go. Who's the next one? I'm trying to get Karl Anthony Towns. I'm trying to bring somebody over there like that. Huh?
I don't want him either.
I'm saying if I'm LeBron, I'm trying to get Karl Anthony Towns or something like that, who can play multiple positions, who gonna give you your buckets, who consistent. Like if I'm doing like AD trade or something like that and some draft picks, bring me a Karl Anthony Towns. I'm good with that.
Right. Yeah. No. If I could get Damian Lillard too, and Cat and Bron.
Oh yeah. Then you good. I mean, if anybody can make it happen, it's the Lakers because they gonna be doing some phone calls, some under the table stuff.
But now I just want to emphasize. You remember, I keep bringing this up. You really get to see the true value of Rondo. You get to see Dwight, who are both still in the playoffs, and those are two players that we lost in the offseason. The Lakers I'm referring to, and everybody
that was a bad move.
Yeah, everybody thought, oh yeah, we had the best.
They brought back Marc Gasol instead of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard.
Yeah, you bring back less versatility in the league where you need versatility, all because you said he can shoot threes, but he can't check nobody.
Right.
He can't check anybody. He can't even check a current 4 or 5 because he's too slow. They blow him past.
Lakers and they got to get rid of. They got to get rid of Vogel.
I don't think that. I'm not a huge fan of Vogel, but I don't think they're gonna get rid of him.
But they should, man. Like they really do have to rebuild because why was Trez not playing? That just didn't make sense. I'm bringing my energetic 6'8" dude out there.
Too. Like, let's be honest. I get it, the energy and all of that. Like, and I like Montrezl Harrell. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've liked Montrezl Harrell since he played with the Houston Rockets. This was like he was still trying to fight his way to stay into the league, basically. But when he was with LeBron, I don't know if it's that he was catching in the spots he wasn't used to, but he wasn't looking good, man. He not energy. I will never. He hasn't.
Oh yeah, obviously it's all personnel. All personnel. So when he was with the Clippers, it just looked good because you had somebody like a Lou Williams who saw you when you need to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And they had good chemistry. But when AD goes down, hey, I gotta bring in Montrez, man. Like I'm not bringing in Marc Gasol because at least Montrez is gonna give me that effort. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a power forward or I got to pick and roll, I fear more Montrez than Gasol. I'm playing with Gasol. Right. He guarding me now than Montrez. You know what I'm saying? Then going up for getting rebounds and stuff. I just felt like that, like granted Lakers was going to lose anyways. I'm going to put Montrez in. I'm not going to put the aging Marc Gasol in just to shoot some threes, to sit at the 3-point line, just to pick and roll. I'm just not doing that.
The dude looked like he got even bigger. He was already a big dude. He looks like 5 Jared Dudleys.
Yeah, he was ready to go anyway. So he's just like, man, let me get up out of here. I know my time is up.
Yeah, man. I would have rather had Paul Gasol than him. For real, he's still playing.
I know he over there. And Mark going right back over there to play with.
That's exactly where he's going. They about to be a monster squad over there. You got the two.
Like, don't worry, we good.
That's what I feel like at this point in their careers, if I get a Gasol, I need both of them. Like, just give me both. So at least I get one skinny one, I get one fat one. Yeah, man. Like, come on, don't give me one. Like, give me both. I need both of them at this point. And we all
they might as well just come on to LA. I don't know. Like I said, the Lakers gonna have to make some calls. It can't just be, we're gonna bring in Damian Lillard and no. It's gonna be, I trade my whole roster for Damian Lillard, but I need to go get Lillard and then I need to get another power forward because AD is done. And you need to go ahead and call JaVale McGee back up and Dwight because they're gonna be free agents. They only sign these 1-year deals anyways. Might want to go get that extra spots up. And then we good to go. LeBron only need 3-4 players. Everybody else, he gonna make all right. He gonna make the other role players feel important. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
man. We'll continue that on another day. What the Lakers need to do next because I don't want to be the guy that is talking about the Lakers and LeBron while they out the playoffs.
We shouldn't be talking about them.
I know. That's what I said. That's what I said. I was like, I don't want nobody to be on me talking about, oh yeah, he ain't even in the playoffs. Shut it to himself. I'm gonna do my best to not do it. but it's hard when we in the city, we in LA, man. We got to talk about the Lakers, man.
We got another team in LA, it's the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and talk about them.
Yeah, I did pick them, so hey, we're gonna talk about them a little bit. But hey, man, this is Facts Over Feelings, another episode. Look at all the stuff I've been writing about. I've been killing Chris, man. All I do is state facts. I don't think this guy said one number the whole time. I'm killing him. Leave that in the comments.
So Brooks, so remember that whole Brooks can guard Donovan Mitchell thing? Remember that conversation?
Hey, he was checking them straight. The refs was calling some crazy stuff.
Get up out of here. Don't play with us.
Oh, yeah, he was toying. He was toying with it.
Mitchell just coming back. But we'll talk about that later. That was another fact that I brought up, that Donovan Mitchell ain't one of them. He ain't the regular dude that, I play good defense, I can guard Donovan.
I didn't think he was going to come back that sweet off the ankle injury, though. Like, he looked like he didn't get injured or nothing. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe he could have played that game before that. But what I'm betting is that the Jazz probably were like, look, we don't need you for this game, right? Probably thinking we could beat these guys and you get as much rest as possible, But they turned out to be wrong, and Donovan turned out to be right. He came in.
He came ready to go.
I told y'all, nigga, I was ready.
And he got a chip, man. He got that chip on his shoulder, too. He be going for layups, though, and one. I'm thinking, like, what he mad at? But he mad at critics.
Yeah, he
not
is.
To be played with.
I think he took that, Kobe did that. Kobe did that special. You remember he was going through detail. That's what the show was called. And I was one of the players he did it on. And he talked about where he needed to improve at, and I feel like he took that really serious. Like, he took that really. And I love how Donovan Mitchell, all his style of play, he's always going downhill. Like, almost every dribble is like.
Yeah, man. Like, that's something I actually watch, and I'm like, man, I need to work on doing that. Like, he got off that pick and roll, and he downhill, and he got so much body control when he's getting his layups. You know what I'm saying? He able to absorb that contact.
He play like he's like 6'7" almost.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the way he finished, like, damn. He reminded me, he just like a D-Wade, man. It's almost like D-Wade picked him. Like, I like him a lot. I think I'm going to go.
D-Wade on the sideline over there, like.
He ready to play. He looked like he ready for the
like, y'all need one more, bro. Let me know. Let me know.
He know he can't run a gun with them boys. Not right now.
He doing his thing now.
Chilling with Gabby. He having the time of his life.
They was having a good. They living the business life now.
Right. That on our way to the billionaire life. They ain't already there yet, for sure.
Right.
Hey, man, but that's it, y'all. We out. I'm Bobby Champion. This is Facts Over Feelings.
Chris Staples. I'm always giving Bobby these facts. He be in his feelings. Thank y'all for watching.
Hey, man, thank y'all. We out. Hit us in the comments, like, subscribe, all that.
Do it.
Stack the money, make it multiply. Yellow, white, gold, can't decide. Came to conquer, we don't divide. I'm a king, do it for the pride. Up in the